But Mocha and Billy Tattoo. Okay, so we're just walking.
How y'all doing? My name Harry Tubman, born in 1821 in a place called Bucktown, Maryland. I sure got a whole lot I want to talk to y'all about. So why don't you let me stop in sometime?
Anybody hear my prayer? So you might sing something like, I couldn't hear nobody pray. I couldn't hear nobody pray. Or you might think about the river where you know one day you're trying to get to some freedom and you say, deep river. You know you got to go cross it. You know you got to wade in it. It might be deep, but that might be the only way you're going to get crossed, whether it's deep or whether it's shallow. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm going to get on that morning train. Steal away. Steal away. Somebody calling my name. And Lord, when they used to sing that song, all I can think about is when they was going down that underground railroad. And I tell them, somebody calling your name. Come on. Come on. Somebody calling your name. Lord, I got so much. I feel so full. Oh, I just had to say this.
Thank you.
Oh, I just had to say this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For your knowledge and your wisdom.
Yeah.
But ma'am, you never told us your name.
Oh, yeah. Well, some folk call me Black Moses. Some call me Miss Hats. But I expect when I was born, my name was Almena Ross. But then I got married to a man named John Tubman. So y'all probably knows me as Harry Tubman.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Tubman, for being with us today.
Well, I certainly is glad to be here.
Good morning, Sankofa. Today is Thursday, September the 3rd, 2020. Ashe, Queen Mother, Harriet Tubman. Hotep to the servant leader scholars of Sankofa Freedom Academy Charter School. And your response is Shem Hotep, Dr. Mayat. And now it's time for the magic question. Sankofa, how y'all feeling? Fantastic. Terrific. Great. All day long. Whoa. And now it's time for the morning libations. We ask that you please stand strong, please stand firm in the strong Angalea. We first ask for permission from an elder to begin. Permission has been granted in advance, and we will begin the morning libations. Ashe. First, we pour libations to the gift of life, love, and learning, and we say Ashe. We pour libations to our ancestors who marched out of Africa, who migrated out of Africa, Ashe, and gifted humanity with the world, Ashe, gifted humanity with deep thought, Ashe. We pour libations to those Africans who founded the world's first civilizations, Ashe. We pour libations to the mighty nations of Africa, the kingdoms, the empires of Africa, and we say Ashe. We pour libations to Kemet, Ashe. We pour libations to Kush, the mother of Kemet, Ashe. We pour libations to Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. We pour libations to Canaan, Bornu, Ashe. We pour libations to the Congo, to Chad, to Namibia, to Lesotho, to South Africa. We pour libations and we say Ashe. We pour libations to Kenya. We pour libations to Tanzania, Ashe. We pour libations to the Central African Republic, to Mali, to Nigeria. We pour libations to the Yoruba, the Igbo. We pour libations to the Akan, the Twi. We pour libations to those nations named and unnamed. Ashe, Ashe. Together, they founded the 18th dynasty. They founded a dynasty that lasted 250 years. To the Pharaoh, Amos I, and his wife, Queen Mother, Amos Nefertari, we pour libations and we say Ashe. They were the founders of the 18th dynasty. Ashe. We pour libations to Nana Asma'u, Ashe, who believed that all women and all girls should have a right to education and who dedicated her life as the princess of the caliphate, sister of the caliphate. She dedicated her life to making sure that Ashe, the less privileged women of society, had a vehicle and a right to education. To Nana Asma'u, we pour libations and we say Ashe. To Amilcar Cabral, born 1924, died 1973, founder of the PAIGC political party, which led to the freedom of his country. To Amilcar Cabral, we pour libations and we say Ashe. We pour libations to our ancestors who survived in the dungeons of West Africa. We pour libations to those ancestors who sacrificed, suffered, and died in the torturous, treacherous journey of the Middle Passage. And we say Ashe to those ancestors who mutinied on ships, rerouted, sank ships, and burned ships. We pour libations and we say Ashe. Born approximately 1545, Gaspar Yanga, the African of Mexico. He escaped from slavery with 500 African Maroons. They escaped to the mountains of Veracruz, where they founded a city, San Lorenzo de los Negros. And Gaspar Yanga maintained this community. It was eventually renamed after him. To Gaspar Yanga, we pour libations and we say Ashe. To our ancestor, Mary Prince, abolitionist, born into slavery in Bermuda in 1788. She would escape slavery while in Britain and write the history of Mary Prince. She would go on to spark dissent and outrage against slavery throughout the world. To Mary Prince, we give libations and we say Ashe. Queen Mother Audley Moore. She was an activist, a nationalist, and a supporter of the reparations movement. She knew the likes of Marcus Garvey, Nelson Mandela, Winnie, Rosa Parks, and many others who she worked with. She was one of the founders of the Republic of New Africa. To Queen Mother Audley Moore, we pour libations and we say Ashe. We pour affirmation to the leadership of Sankofa Freedom Academy Charter School. We pour affirmation to Mama Tony Lower School, Sister Marika Middle School, and to our upper school coordinator, Sister Tamika. We pour affirmation and we give appreciation for her leadership. To Brother Issa Clark, our COO and co-founder, we pour affirmation and we give appreciation for his leadership. And to our elder, our mentor and teacher, Dr. Mama Aisha Imani, founder of Sankofa Freedom Academy Charter School and executive director of Imhotep Institute Charter High School, activist, educator, teacher among teacher, educational leader among educational leaders. We pour affirmation to Dr. Mama Aisha Imani. Ashe. And we give an affirmation and appreciation for all of the Sankofa family, the teachers, assistants, the coaches, the security, to all of the staff, to parents and to students. We give affirmation and we say Ashe. We ask that you accept this libation with all good intention. Ashe. We ask that it is not offensive. Ashe. We ask that this libation is understood as an educational and cultural practice of African-centered schools, Ashe, and of African people throughout the world, Ashe. go forth and march in the footsteps of our mighty ancestors, Ashe, and we ask that the children, that the unborn, walk in your footsteps one day. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And now it's time for announcements and recognitions. The principle of the month is Heshima, and Heshima means respect. Students, make sure you follow the Zoom expectations for cyber classes. Make sure you sign in with your first and last name at all times. Make sure you sit up properly, and make sure that your camera is always on unless otherwise directed by your teachers, and always be in uniform and dressed appropriately. Thank you. I would like to give a recognition to all of you who remain focused and determined to learn in spite of recent interruptions and distractions that have attempted to come into your learning space. Shout out to you. Keep up the good work. You can succeed against all odds.
We are the servant leaders and intellectual warriors
of Sankofa Freedom Academy Charter School.
We shall always remember the sacrifices of our ancestors.
Those who were taken from their land and those whose land was taken from them.
Because we stand on the shoulders of the mighty people,
we shall build mighty shoulders for others to stand.
We pledge to develop good habits of the mind, body, and spirit.
We pledge to continue the legacy of the freedom fighters before us.
We understand that we exist because others have made it possible for us.
Because others have made it possible for us, we will make it possible for others.
every day and every way.
We shall learn so that we can teach, and we shall teach so that we can change the world.
We are
Sankofa Freedom Academy Charter School,
working to restore excellence in scholarship,
culture, and community.
One heart,
One love,
one earth,
one people,
Harambe.
And now it is time for the moment of silence. The moment of silence is used to reflect on the day. The moment of silence begins now. Ashe. Stay focused, stay determined, and continue to live life with purpose.